My name is Robert Wall. Blended learning, what are the advantages? Too numerous to count. Me as a teacher, it saves me an incredible amount of time. I estimated once that I spend maybe 2.5 weeks during my school year testing in class. By putting all my assessments online, that's 2.5 weeks of instruction that I get back that wasn't there before.
My name is Elizabeth Stropel. I teach economics and American history at New Smyrna Beach High School.
My name is Brian McClary and I teach economics here at New Smyrna.
Hi, my name is Susan Burrett and I teach at New Smyrna Beach High School. I've been teaching U.S. government as a blended learning course for the past year, and I wanted to talk a little bit about why that has been such a positive experience for me as a teacher.
When it comes to the assessments, instant feedback. Kids can take tests, quizzes, I can have them automatically graded. I can look at the scores, they're broken down, the data is there for me to tell not only how did they do, but specifically what questions they missed. What do I need to reteach the next day in class? And for me, that saves a lot of time, a lot of effort. It increases collaboration, working with my peers to develop units, common platforms, common assessments. It actually is kind of exciting working with your peers. There's no competition there, we're all in this together.
Another great aspect about collaboration is the strengths and weaknesses. So I can play to my strengths and Brian can play to his. One of the ways that we utilize this is I'm not really good at making assessments. Luckily he is. I'm really good at the content-based material. He's not that strong at it, let's be honest.
My students are seniors, and so they have very busy lives. They work, they have a lot going on. Blended learning allows me to use various platforms to keep in touch with my students essentially 24 hours a day and on weekends. So I can meet their needs on their schedule rather than them having to work around mine. So that's a really tremendous advantage.
It helps with organizing my class. I usually spend the time putting this together up front, which in the back end of teaching during the year, I have more time doing what I got into this profession to do in the first place, and that is just teach. It allows for me to remediate more in depth. Students can work at their own pace. Those who are doing well can go forward. Those who are struggling, I can take aside in class and we can focus on remediation and helping them get where they need to be. It also eliminates the reliance on Copy Center since everything is online. Kids no longer lose papers or need an extra handout or need this or that. It's all there for them 24/7.
One of the best things about blended learning is that we can collaborate together, both with economics. One of the things that we have in common is we both have a website where we can do our unit planning. We can have the kids access anything they want, from PowerPoints to lecture notes to blog posts that we have on our websites.
One other aspect of this blended learning is the fact that we can do assessments online. Kids can access the quizzes and tests at home. Benefit to this is it allows us to collect instant data that we are then able to use for future planning purposes when we're planning future units.
Blended learning helps prepare our students for the future, for the workplace. Many jobs now require some form of online training. Former students come back to me all the time and they tell me their college courses require taking things online, their assessments online. The point of us teaching is to prepare them for the future. This is definitely the way to go. Without a doubt, blended learning helps me give my students what they want, when they want, and how they want it.
Finally, online learning and blended learning, blended instruction does a lot of the bookwork, if you will, for me. Students can take formatives on a regular basis, weekly, sometimes several formatives in a week, very short formatives that allow me to look at a particular lesson and evaluate whether my students understood the lesson and got the concepts that I needed them to learn. And that is all managed for me via these online platforms. So the quizzes are set up, the grading is done for me, and I can immediately get a snapshot of how my students are doing. I'm a big fan of blended learning. It's been incredibly beneficial to me as a teacher this year, and I look forward to using it for the rest of my teaching career.